Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. We're going to do a workout, but I want to try something different with you. This is going to be called the I don't feel like working out workout. I don't feel like doing anything workout. I'm tired. I haven't done anything for 2 weeks workout. It's going to be that kind of workout, okay? Where you want to move and you want to use your muscles and move your body, but you're not ready yet to kill yourself. So this is going to be that kind of workout. You'll need your support. You'll need a set of kind of medium weights. I've got 4s. You can by all means use 2s or 3s. Again, just to use our muscles, but not to kill ourselves. Also, you'll need an exercise band, and you'll need something different that I've never used before in a workout, but I absolutely love these items. Racquetball. If you have a racquetball at home, get a racquetball. A tennis ball won't do. If you've got one of those little nubby balls that you can get either, I think you can get them at Target or online, a lot of different places online, the little nubby balls, but it's about a racquetball size. Grab one of those, and also a foam roller. And if you don't have a foam roller, I highly suggest you get one. They're wonderful. I've heard them be called something like the poor man's massage. So we're gonna do a couple, some interesting fascia work with the foam roller and the racquetball at the end. So anyway, yeah, let's get started. Go ahead and get your support. Stand behind it. And like I said, we're gonna move, but it's not gonna be killer crazy, okay? You can be on your mat, or on the yoga mat. You'll need a yoga mat because we're gonna be on the floor for a bit. You can be on your mat or you can be off your mat. I'm kind of like half on, half off. So here we go. Open the shoulders, relax everything, and just softly bend your knees and then straighten. Just go really slow. And just bend and then straighten. Feel the alignment of your body and feel the movement of your bones. So this is awareness. I want to bring awareness back into your body after a long weekend, some holiday parties, anything like that. Bending forward, just nice and easy. And then one more. Now hold it here, lift up off your heels. Nice and slow, lower back down slowly. Lift them up and lower them down. Again, feeling the movement of your feet. Feel the movement of your bones in your feet. Lift them up and lower them down. Nice and slow lift and lower down. Lift this one up and hold it. Bend your knees. Small and then straighten and then lower your heels. Lift and bend and straighten and lower. Just getting a nice little burn and awareness in those calves. Movement and hopefully some pressure in the feet. Pressure is good, pressure's okay. We're not afraid of pressure. Lower down. Lift, we're afraid of pain, right? Lower, bend, and lift, and down. And a lift, and a bend. Nice and easy. Lift, and then lower. Now lift up and hold. Bend and hold. Straighten and lift. Bend and hold. Straighten and lift. Keep the heels high. So now we're just concentrating the bending with the heels being high. Straighten up and lower down. So this is your warm up. This is all I want to do to warm up. Actually, no, we're going to do some upper body. Lift and then lower, a couple more. And up and then lower. Can you pull your kneecaps up the fronts of your thighs? One more. Lift up, lower the heels down. Now turn out to a set first position. Hold it here. Oh, I don't have my foot like that. That'd be fine. Okay, here we go. Lift the heels. And bend the knees just small and straighten them and then lower down and lift. And this little rotation from the hip at the thigh feels just a little bit differently. Might be a little bit easier. And bend and straighten and lower. Nice and slow. Feel all of your toes, all 10 toes, 5 on each side. Feel all of them. Lift, bend, straighten and lower. One more lift. Hold the bend, and now straighten. Hold the heel high. Bend, and straighten. Nice and small. It's not very big. And bend, and straighten. Couple more. Bend, and straighten. Lifting the crown of the head up. Feel the length of the back of the neck. One more. And then lift, and then lower your heels down. Good job. Bring their toes back together. Take one foot, put it behind. Stretch out your calf. Just push that heel down. Whew. And then come back up and switch. Press the other heel backwards, stretching through that calf of that ankle. and then lift back up. Nice work. Come back to a little parallel position with your feet. Lift up your toes. Toes lift, lower them down. Toes lift, working your shins. Keep your knees straight. Lift the toes, lower them down. And lift the toes and lower them down. Oh, I should say, not just the toes, you're actually trying to lift the entire foot. Lift and lower, not the entire foot, everything but the heel. Lift and a lower, and a lift, and a lower, and a lift. Working through the front of that ankle and that shin. Lift up, lower down. Now lift up this one and hold it. Try to get the whole front of that foot lifted up. Bend your knees small, and then straighten. Just go as deep as you can. This is about it for me, without trying to put any more of your foot down. Bend, so you should just feel your heels. I'm actually, interestingly enough, feeling a little bit to my pinky toe side of my foot, because that means I forget which one what one's that called, pronation or supination. Bend, and then straighten. So this tells you what your foot wants to do, right? And straighten, keep those fronts of the feet lifted up. And then straighten, did I really say feet? I really said feet. Bend, and then straighten one more time. Shins should be warm, and then straighten, lower the toes, lift the heels, lower down, lift the toes up, and toes down. Lift the heels, lower the heels, lift the toes, lower the toes. Lift the heels, and then lower them, and then lift the toes, and then lower. One more. Lift and lower, and a lift, and a lower down, and shake it out. Good job. Nice work. Come to a little Pilates V. Let's do a little bit more work now. Here we go. Bend your knees. Keep your knees nice and deeply bent, just like that. Pulse it down. Stretching down. Again, I think because of the work we just did in the shins, you should really feel your shins in this position since they're nice and warm, and that's good. Pressing down, pressing down. Knees go over toes, so as you look down, you should be able not to see your toes at all. Press down for 4 and 3 and a 2. Raise up both heels, press it down. Wherever you are is fine. Press down and down. Good, nice. Can you let go and balance? Whew. Just try to challenge that just a little bit today. Press down. I'm on my mat. My balance isn't very good today. Press down. Good, you got your support right here in case you need it. Press down. Whoa. Press down. Press down. Wow, isn't it interesting how difficult some things can be on some days versus other days? Press down. Press down. Now we consider this pretty easy any other day, but not today. Press down. Here we go. I got it. You got it. Press down. Warm it up through the thighs, shins, feet, everything. Very small. It doesn't have to be very big. Press down. Press down. But remember, the action is about the down. It's not about the up. It's about the down. That's our emphasis, is down. And down. Keep going for 8 more. 1, 2, and 3. And 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7. Straighten these all the way up. Straighten them, small bend. Big straighten, small bend. Pull the kneecaps up, bend. Lift, lower, and lift, and a bend. So trying to keep letting go if you can. Keep that balance. Let your feet do a little work here. Lift, lower. But again, it's very small. I'm not going very deep at all. But I still feel my quadriceps and my thigh muscles really working here, and my brain is working to try to keep me balanced. Lower, lift, and lower. Keep going. 4, whoa, and 3, and down, and a 2, and a down, and a 1. Hold the bend here. Pulse at 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Straighten these all the way up and then come down. Shake it out. Good work. Grab an ankle, pull it to your seat. Bend your standing knee, stretching through that quadricep. Pull that heel in really tight and then switch legs. Easy, nice easy stretch. Pull that heel into the opposite foot and then relax. And everything else, making sure everything is relaxed. Pull my heel in, super tight. And then relax it, come down. Okay, move the support aside. Let's pick up our weights and go into some upper body. Quadriceps are warm, lower body is warm, hips are warm. Turn your palms open to the front, relaxing your neck and your chest, opening those collarbones, circle your arms. Bring them together, open and around. So just nice, easy movement through the shoulder and through that bicep and open. Lift together, open. Lift together and open. Lift together and open, nice and easy. Let the arm twist in your joint, in your shoulder joint, okay? That's where the movement is coming from. And a little bit at the elbow, yes. And a lift, and now change the direction. So come up, reverse the direction. Lift, bring it in center. Lift, so make sure your knees are soft if you're standing. Always make sure that we soften those knees. So you're not pushing into the back of the kneecaps. Up and down, and a lift, and down. Maybe starting to feel the pecs a little bit, front of the shoulder, that's all good. Easy, easy work. Just bringing a little bit of movement and heat to muscles in the body. 2 more, and 1 more, and then come down, nice, shake it out. Pull your weights behind you, open up those collarbones, push your shoulders back, reach those weights behind you, pulse it up. Work in the back now, lifting up, pulling the abs in. So you're really hugging in that belly button to the spine here. Again, the knees stay soft, chest is open. Pull the belly button to the spine. Press up behind you, press up, press up. Reach behind, reach. Relaxing your neck. Press up, press up. Small work we've done so far, but interestingly, hopefully you're feeling some heat in your body. I feel I'm warm, I'm not cold. Lift, lift, even though it's freezing out. And a lift back. Ooh, 2 more. 1 more, hold it back. Bend your elbows, press back. Bend a little bit, press back. Small tricep, press back. Collarbones wide. Triceps are active. They're doing the action. The rhomboids and your mid traps are opening your collarbones and holding those collarbones wide open from the front. And I want you to keep that openness of the front of the shoulders to counteract all the rounded shoulder. Everything in our lives that we do, our rounded shoulders are forward almost all the time, from driving to brushing our teeth to cooking to sitting at a computer to talking on the phone. Everything is rounded forward. So this is trying to counteract that. Press back. 3 more. Squeeze those triceps at the top. 2, and bend, and a 1, and then relax it down. Nice work, good. Go ahead and put the weights aside. Come down to the floor. Grab your band, bring your band with you, and then come down to the floor. Take the band, put it underneath your feet, and have a seat sideways on your mat. Make sure the band is flat, and then even on the feet, so when you pull, you have even from right to left, and then grab the band underneath, just like this, so your wrists stay straight. Pull those elbows in, tight to their rib cage. Make sure your feet stay flexed, so your band is tight in around your feet, and you're gonna roll your spine back 1 vertebra at a time, starting with your sacrum. Keeping the knees just soft, but they're straightening as I roll down. I want you to hold it right here. Keeping that low back down. Hold here, little pulses up. Lift and lower. Biceps in front of the shoulders are working. Pecs are working. Keep the elbows bent. Thumbs are up to the ceiling. Lift, and now we're digging into the core. Up and lower down. Lift, lower down. Keeping that back down. I am a little bit tilted with my pelvis too, which means I'm tilting my tailbone up to the floor, just up to the ceiling, just a little bit, and lower, lift. But however you were doing this, the main thing I want you to feel is your core and your upper body. And a lift, belly is in. Pull with those abs. Sink the belly button when you straighten. Pull in, lower down. Pull in, lower it down. So when you undo, when you relax the ab curl, that's when I want you to tighten the abs even more, right? So when you come down like this, it's not about letting go, it's about finding more contraction. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Keep going. 4. Arms are getting tired. 3, and a 2, and a 1. And now come all the way up 1 vertebra at a time, nice and slow, pushing into that sacrum, pushing into the waistband, and then come on up. Nice work. Hold it here. Keep your knees bent just like that, and I want you to roll yourself back. push back and front, pull back, just pulling against that band. However tight you have it, that's okay. You can make it a little bit tighter if you want to, or it can be a little bit easier. Whichever you want for your body today is fine. Press back. Open shoulders, open chest. Little rhomboid pinch here, rhomboid mid-low traps. And lats, probably just a little bit, but it's more about the back. Pressing back. And 4, squeezing those elbows together on the back. And 2, and a 1. Hold it here. Relax the grip on your band just a little bit, just to kind of stretch out the fingers. Roll your spine back down. Tailbone, sacrum, low back into that low back. I haven't touched my upper back yet. And then that mid back right there. Stop right there. Don't go anything into that shoulder blade area. And hold here, bicep curl. 4 and 3. Good job. 2 and a 1. Hold here. Little pulses. Up with the abs. Lift and lower. Lift nice and easy. Moving that upper back lift. So you're folding in on yourself. Tighten, tighten again. Tighten, tighten again. Exhale, inhale, lift. Lift and a lift. Working those biceps. They're getting tired. Relax your fingers, but you're holding onto that band strongly with your thumbs. 4 and 3. Good job. 2. Last one. Hold here. Biceps for 4. Straighten. 3. Straighten. 2. Can you tuck your belly in more? 1. Hold it here. Roll your spine up. Up. Lift. Lift nice and slow, working those triceps and the biceps, the biceps. And then relax it down. Good job. Take the band, go behind you now, and let's just give a little opening stretch for the front of the shoulders and the biceps. Take it behind you. Flip your palms into the band and just open up your chest and your shoulders here. Grab onto the band wherever it needs to be, and you're just giving yourself a nice little stretch here. Dropping your chin forward, opening up that upper back. In the front of the shoulders and the chest. Relaxing through your neck. Good work, and then let it go. Nice. Put the band aside. Let's work on some hamstrings now. Come up to the support and have it sideways. A little bit of nice and easy hamstring work. Come forward onto your support and rest. So your whole body is just rested just like this, your whole upper body. We're not to our fingertips. Bend both knees, take one foot and reach it behind. Make sure that knee is bent, and now lean away from that heel. So notice I had to bring my foot back in because what I don't want is this angle. Never want that, okay? So you're not leaning forward, and I see this all the time. Make sure your foot is right underneath this hip so you can lean back into your heel. Stretch the leg up, opposite leg. Bend through the standing knee. Little pulses with that leg up. Squeezing that glute and hamstring and really straightening that back leg. Lift. Relaxing your chest and your shoulders, but your core is still pulled in here. So I want you to still think of pulling your belly button towards your spine. Lift. Softening this knee and leaning back to the heel. Try not to lean forward like this. Keep that weight over that heel. Up and up. Can you go a little higher now? Just to warm up this glute and this hamstring here. Lift it up. For 3 and 2. Now flex the foot. Push through that heel. Keep lifting that leg. Really flexing that ankle. Push. So hopefully you're feeling the work of the gesture leg simply by really flexing that ankle, tightening through your quadriceps, pushing through that heel. You feel the hamstring a little bit more. The glute is doing the action. The hamstring and the quads are keeping the knee straight. And the belly is keeping the spine safe. Lift, lift, and lift. And this is working. Lift that standing hip. Lift it up, flexing that foot. Lift, make sure you're not rolling off to your pinky toe or your big toe. A little bit more on the standing foot, because I just noticed myself doing it. So make sure you're leaning back to your heel. Whoa, lost my balance. And the heel is even from the inside of the heel to the outside of the heel. So notice that. Where's your pressure in that foot? Lift for 4 more. Up. 3 and a 2. Hold it here. Come down. Plant the foot right next to the other foot and switch. Pointing the ankle, reaching the leg back, pulse it up. No changing movement whatsoever. We just switch legs. Soften through the standing knee, reaching the leg lift. Lift, relaxing your shoulders. Up, squeezing the hamstring and the glute. Lift, lift. So this leg is still straight. The quadricep is working to keep the knee straight. And your hamstring is working to keep the knee straight. Your ankle is working. Your shins are working. Your calves are working to point the ankle. Lift it up. It's all over. And a lift from the core, below the rib cage, into both legs. Yep. Your shoulders are relaxed. Nothing is happening in your neck, right? Your jaw is relaxed. Your throat is relaxed. Everything is relaxed up on the upper body. Lift up, lift up, lift up. Make sure this knee stays bent. Stays really bent. Lean back to your heel and feel where you're standing on that standing leg, on that standing foot. Lift, pulling that core in, reaching that leg long, lift up a little higher, tighten through that glute, lift, keeping your chest up just a little bit. So you are up into your low back just a little bit, but you should feel, if you feel it all, you should feel it on the side of your low back, not in the right center. Lift it up and up, abs in tight. Pull that belly button into your spine. 3 and 2 and 1. Keep flexing, keep lifting and flex the foot. Lift, knee straight down to the floor. Don't lift up to the side. Look underneath you and can you see where your leg is going? It is straight underneath you, straight to the back. It's not out to the side. Lift, keep flexing that ankle. Really push through that heel. And a lift. Legs are getting tired now. Nice and easy, but man, they're getting tired. Lift, 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 and up. Keep going, don't stop. Keep reminding yourself to push through both heels, actually. Both heels now. Your standing heel on your working leg. Lift and lift. Make sure the knee stays bent for 4 and 3. Nice work. And 1, and then relax it down. Good job. Come up, round your back here just a little bit in case you felt any tightness in that side of that low back. That is to be expected, and that is just fine. And then shake it out. Good work. Just breathing here, and then rounding that back. Hold it here. Hold on to your bar, and squat down. Come all the way down to the floor if this is okay on your knees. Hold it here, and just kind of lift up off your heels, a little bit higher, and then lower the heels down. Lift them up, so we're stretching the glutes and the hamstrings. In this position, quadriceps are stretching, and we're working through the ankles here, stretching down. Just giving the back a little bit of a break. Couple more, and 1 more. And now push the heels down and stand up. Oops, crack my knee. And then come all the way up. Nice. And let's place the support aside and go back to the weights. So pick up your weights again. Soften your knees, standing in the middle of your mat. Keep your knees soft, and you can go a little bit more like hip distance apart here. Soften those elbows, soften the knees, lift the arms up to the side, lower them down. So work at the top of the shoulder now. Lift side. I can see my weights. Lift. They're not directly to the side, they're kind of in front. Lift, lower down, nice and slow. Up and down. Try to lift your elbows before the weights. So don't lift like this. It's not about that. The weights aren't higher than those elbows. It's about the elbows and the triceps and the top of that shoulder. Working to lift those arms. Pull the shoulder blades down the back as you lift the arms. So feel that opposition movement in your back. 2 more. Lift, because it's getting tired. 1 more, lift, and then relax it down. Nice. Shake the shoulders out. Bend your elbows, bring the weights right to your shoulders. Lift your elbows in front, straighten up, lower down. Again, those delts, we're getting those delts. Lift up, lower in front, press up, soften your knees. Lift and a lower. Couple more. And a lift, hold it right in front. Lift up a little bit higher, open the arms. Open, close, close, open, and open. Relaxing the grips on your weights, so don't have to squeeze really hard like this. Make sure you're comfortable and relaxed. Keep your wrists really straight. Watch that your wrists don't curve open like that. Not good for the wrist. 2 more, and down, and 1 more. Nice work, and then relax it down. Very good. Bend your knees deeply, and now hinge yourself forward from the hip. Pull your weights to your hips, way back here. Hold it here, little pulses up. Lift, lift, lift. And again, think of those wide collarbones that what I was talking about in our last upper body session or set. And you're really thinking of a rhomboid pinch here. But also I want you to work a little bit more deeply into the lat, which is on the sides of those ribs. Lift, side of the back, lift, lift. Keep those elbows up really high, as high as you can get them. Lift, and up, and up. Good work. Belly is in, lift up for 4 more, and 3, and a 2, nice work, and 1, and then take the weights and put them down on the floor. Slowly roll your spine down. I want you to go nice and slow. Let the weights hang here, and then let them go, and then come down to the floor. Have a seat, just to give yourself a little bit of a stretch, right? Take your band again, place it underneath your feet. My upper body feels good. Underneath your feet. Again, make sure you're even from right to left. Even, Steven. And then again, wrists are neutral. Come from underneath the band. Let's come a little bit lighter now this time. So it's not gonna be so much upper body. It's gonna be a little bit more core. Okay, here we go. Light, so you're really far away from that band. I want you to keep your knees soft like that and roll your spine down. Sacrum, push into that low back. Nice and slow, keep your elbows a little bit bent. So you're really getting a nice curve through your spine as much as you can. And then I want you to straighten all the way down. Ouch, and open up the chest. And now lift the head, bend your elbows, and curl up. Oh, and I want you to stop when it gets really hard, wherever it gets hard for you. So this is pretty difficult for me. Straighten your elbows. Come a little bit lighter on that band. Hold it here. Small lift up, small back. Lift up and back. It's very small. Keep all of your sacrum down on the floor and keep most of your low back down on the floor. Down, lift, and down. If you need help curving through any part of your spine that is sticky, that is stiff, use your band to really curve through that spine and pull your rib cage forward. Lift, lower. Belly is in, sacrum is steady. No movement in the hips and the pelvis at all. For 4 more, and down, and 3, nice and easy, down, and 2, and a down, and a 1. Try not to help yourself. Come all the way up, 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 and then let it go. Good work. Take the band and place it aside and get your roller. I'm gonna move the weights out of the way as well, and then get your roller. Take it behind you, and you're gonna place the roller somewhere right around your mid-back. Wherever it's comfortable for you. We're gonna do a couple more abs here. Wherever it's comfortable on that mid-back, right around the tips of the shoulder blades. I can feel my tips of my shoulder blades on the roller. That's where I want you to be. So tips of shoulder blades right there. Take the hands, place them behind your head. You can take your hands and grab onto your thighs if you want to. Take them behind your head and you're gonna arch over. Push that belly into the spine. Arch over the roller, lift up abs. And over, lift up. So we're getting a big range of motion through that upper back. Upper and mid back. Lift, relax your head. Curl up. Nice and easy and slow. Range of motion is your own. Make it as big or as small as you want. Keeping your back like reaching down to the floor. That's all I want you to think about. It's not touching. It can't touch, but it was reaching down to the floor. So the movement's just happening in that mid and upper back. It's not about your low back at all. Keep that back steady, that low back steady. Lift. As we really just focus on the abs. Up, lift, back, lift. Couple more. And a lift, 1 more. Now I want you to twist. So you go back, rotate up. Go back, cross the other way, and back. Twist up, and back. Belly is in. Try not to move the roller. I'm trying not to. It's really hard. Lift, twist. Using that core. It's a very small rotation. Lift, couple more. And a lift, and back. So let's say 3 more. And a back. 2 more, and a back. 1 more, hold it here. Take your hands, rest your head in your hands, and now arch back over that roller as much as you feel like it. Don't worry about your core, don't worry about your low back. I want the whole spine to stretch here. Just arching over. Open up the ribs. Open up the front of the body, lifting over that roller. Move the roller on your back wherever it's comfortable. If it goes up towards your head, it's going to feel a little bit easier. If the roller's going down towards your back, it's going to feel a little more intense. So you can pick where you want to feel this movement. Stretch your legs out a little bit longer. They don't have to be all the way straight, but almost straight. And I want you to just kind of swing right to left here. So just swing right to left. Very small, ow. Trying to move, ow, in that mid-back. Woo. Ooh, swing right to left. You're still looking up the ceiling. Ooh, relax your neck. My neck was tight because this little movement's kind of really tight through my mid-back, I guess I am. So it doesn't feel very comfortable. It's actually feeling better now. Oh, so my neck was really tense, trying to hold my head up. Make sure your neck is relaxed. Let's just do a couple more. Oh, this feels good. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, very carefully lift your head, pull in your abs. Come all the way up to sitting. Oh gosh, woohoo! Nice work. Okay, take the roller and just drape it underneath your knees. So have your knees just like that and go ahead and lie on your back. Oh, underneath your knees. Oh, my back is stiff. Okay, so that should feel comfortable underneath those knees, right? Like you could sleep like this. Okay, tighten through the core. Keep the knees just like that. Belly is pulled in, and I want you to open up your arms to the ceiling and lift one leg up and lower back down. Don't lift it all the way up, and switch. Lift and lower down. Abs are in strongly. Lift and lower down. And a lift. And feel that little shift from right to left as you anticipate and lift up the opposite leg. You might feel this in your low back a little bit, and that's okay. Trying to really push into that waistband underneath you. Tighten through the abs because you are working very small low back muscles as you shift right to left. And you're not lifting up in tabletop. You're just lifting up maybe, what am I going, a foot and a half up off that roller, and that's it. It's not very much at all. Abs in strongly. Lower down. Lift. Lower down. Feel that little shift right to left, and that's okay. Minimize it though. That's what we're trying to stop. Pull that core in. Couple more. Lift. Let's say 3 and 2 and a lower and a 1 and lower down. Nice work. Okay, relax it. Bend your knees and plant your feet on the roller. Pull your roller into a little bit tighter and then hold it right here. My ponytail out of the way. Just a little bit. Okay, holding it here. Slowly bridge yourself up. One vertebra at a time, cramp it through your hamstrings. Keep that roller pulled into your seat, roll down. Nice and slow. Keep the roller steady and into your seat. Inhale. Exhale, bridge up. And just a hip roll. Rolling through your spine. One vertebra at a time, rolling down, squeezing the glutes and the hamstrings. All the way down. Woo! Oh, is it hard to roll through that low back on the very end, isn't it? Rolling up. Easy there. Oh, goodness. Keeping the pelvis tilted up and rolling down. Round through that low back. Ow. Okay, one more, that was better. And then rolling up. One vertebra at a time, squeezing the glutes, using the hamstrings, using the other thighs. Rolling down. Trying to roll through that spine and then let it go. Nice work. Pull one knee and then the other knee and stretch out those hamstrings for that little work right there. And just rack the knees in just like this. This feels kind of nice. And then rock up to sitting. Oh, come all the way up to sitting. And then take your roller and you're gonna go vertical on your mat or on your towel or whatever you're laying on. You're gonna go vertical, so it's gonna go just like that. Hopefully you've got a, what would this be, 3-foot roller? If you've got one of the smaller ones, this one isn't gonna work. You're gonna have to use a pillow or something else to make it a little bit longer because we're gonna lie on our back. Make sure that it's straight. And we're gonna and we're gonna lie on our back. So scooch all the way to the end of your roller and then very carefully roll your spine down on the roller so the roller acts like your spine. So your head should be on the roller. So if you need a pillow or something to brace your head, make sure your head is in line with the rest of your spine here. Okay, so you're on that roller. What I want you to do is open your arms to the ceiling and just open those shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades wrap around the roller underneath you. So one inside borders of both shoulder blades should be touching and in contact with the roller underneath you. So just open up those shoulders, let it relax here. You gotta keep in this position for, I don't know, maybe 20 seconds. The tightness in our shoulders will eventually let the shoulders really open here and stretch. This feels really wonderful. Palms are up to the ceiling and out to the sides, but they're not way up here yet. They're kind of a little bit lower than your shoulders. Just stretching and opening and balancing. If you feel yourself move right to left, that's okay, because you got to balance here. Opening the chest and shoulders. It doesn't matter what your spine is doing. If you're in an imprint, if all of your vertebrae are touching, that's okay. If you're arched up a little bit, that's okay. Just be natural. Just have no force whatsoever on that roller, just yet. We'll make it harder in a minute. Right now it's just about the front of the body, front of the shoulders. Okay, now what I want you to do is imagine that your arms are feathers. They're super light from your pecs and your chest and your front delts. I want you to slowly flow your arms up to the ceiling. Just pretend like they're feathers and concentrate on the pecs and the delts, and then open to the side. Slow and easy, and stretch all the way open, touch the floor. And then lift up their feathers, lift. And then open, nice and easy. Good, one more, touch to the floor, and then lift all the way up, like your pinky fingers are lifting first, and then open to the sides. Nice and slow and easy, ooh, balance. And then touch the floor. Take the arms and come up a little bit closer to the head now. Ooh, and see if that changes anything for you. You can stop whenever it starts to feel weird. I feel like I'm getting into a pressure point on my mid-back or something, I don't know. My shoulder blades are just full of pressure points, or trigger points. So this is kind of hurting. This is achy. Ugh. So if you can go a little bit higher, go for it, but I'm stuck right here. I'm going no further than this. This feels good. Just relaxing everything. If your elbows aren't touching, that's okay. It's just the backs of your palms that are touching onto the floor. And my wrists are touching, and that's it. Nothing else is touching. Your elbows are out. Your arms are out a little bit wider. Holding it here. Now if you can move up a little bit higher, try it more towards your head. And then stop whenever it gets uncomfortable, and then you can just hold it here for a few minutes. Okay, not a few minutes, a few seconds. Just opening up that chest and the shoulders. This is a great thing to do at the end of your day. And just to open up that chest, the front of the body, from everything that you had done throughout your day. And the roundedness forward. This is a great way to go to sleep. But let's not go to sleep. Bring your hands down by your hips now. Oh, keeping the backs of the palms in contact with the floor. And then flip your palms over so you're holding onto the floor. Walk your feet in a little bit closer. Press your low back into the foam roller. So your abs are engaged now. Lift one leg up. Hands are into the floor. Lift the other leg up, balance. Abs are strong here. Pressing into that waistband, into the core. Dropping your feet a little bit more to your seat. Knees are not in tight to your chest. They're just above those hips. You're balancing with your hands, not your elbows. Keep just your hands on the floor. Toe taps. Right toe down, lift it up, abs. Left toe, lift it up. Right toe, lift it up. Lift. Don't arch your back. So if your toe doesn't touch the floor, that's okay. You don't have to touch the floor. Just don't rebend your knee. Make sure your thigh is going down. It's about your thigh. It's not about your knee. It's not about your foot. It's about your thigh reaching down to the floor. And then just your toe touches first, right? Left and down right. Lift it up. Down left. Lift it up. Two more. Down right. Lift up. And a left. Lift up. Hold it here. You're balancing on your hands. Straighten your legs. Woo. Woo, 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 woo. Hold it here. Belly is in. Might be a little bit easier. Open the legs. Stretch open, feel your balance, close them back together. And then open, feel your balance, close them back together. And then open. Core is in strong. So hopefully you're just kind of like, you know, have a light touch with those hands. You're not pressing in too firmly, are you? Don't pull with your shoulders. Don't press your elbows in. It's your core keeping your balance here. Lift up. Changing, feeling those changes as you're going right to left. Moving right to left, right to left, right to left really fast. Open and close. The bigger the legs, the big muscles in your body are moving slowly. It's all the smaller ones that are having to fire rapidly to keep your balance here. Core is working, all the muscles along your spine are working, but they're all important. Oh, and you're getting a nice stretch to the inner thighs. Belly is down on that roller. One more. Open, 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 open. And then close. Bend your knees into tabletop. So just bend those knees, keep those thighs right there. Put one leg on the floor, then the other leg on the floor. Let it go. Stretch one leg out. Stretch the other leg out. Arch through that low back now. So now your back is probably arched up off that roller, and that's okay. Reach your arms up overhead if you can get them there. They do not have to touch if they don't want to. Reach in here and you're just giving yourself a nice big stretch here. Oh. Okay, stay in here. Feels good through the hip flexors, feels good through the front of the body. Take your arms and reach them to the sides and start to let your arms, your palms, the backs of the palms reach down to the floor. And then just hold it, stop it wherever feels comfortable for you. So wherever you need to stop, go ahead and stop and just hold it there. I'm actually gonna try to pull my elbows down to the floor because I want a more intense stretch for my shoulders. So if you want to, you can do that. Try to pull your elbows down, which means you're pulling your arms in a little bit closer into the roller, and you might be arching through that upper back a little bit more. As long as that feels okay, that's okay. If there's any pain, any discomfort at all, don't do it. Just stop at your own range. But if this feels good for you, you can keep reaching your elbows towards that roller. Oh, this feels wonderful. Just relaxing through the back, relaxing through the front of the hips. Move on the roller a little bit, just right to left. And that kind of feels good. So you're just kind of like leaning off to the right, leaning off to the left, through the hips, through the pelvis. I'm moving my pelvis down to the right, down to the left. Ooh, without falling off, don't go too far. Nice stretching work, good opening through the front of the body. And now there's really no graceful way to get off the roller except just to climb off one side. So bring the legs closer together, bend your knees, and just plop off to one side. Oh, and then come on up. Okay, place the roller aside and grab onto your racquetball. Lie back on your back. Oh. And now you're gonna take the racquetball and we're gonna do some butt release, some glutes release here. So you're gonna take your racquetball and put it underneath one butt cheek. Straighten that leg, whatever butt cheek that is, straighten that leg and use the other one to kind of push you around and move that racquetball on that glute. And if you're feeling any tightness or any pain anywhere, you can stop for a second, just for a second, hold it there, and then move on. Okay, so don't hold it on a trigger point for too long. You kind of want to dance around the dragon, right? We surround the dragon. You don't go right into it all the time for a long period of time. So just for a second, and then release it a little bit. Move it. You can go forward and back, and just move that racquetball around. Oh, okay. Holding it here, on not a trigger point. Straighten your other leg. Now, lift up the leg that's on that racquetball. Ooh, and it might change it. Mine certainly did. And now move it around, woo, with the leg lifted up into the ceiling. Whew. Moving on that racquetball, moving on that glute. So if it can go to the side a little bit into the side glutes, that's great. Using that bottom leg and just moving on that racquetball. Just a couple more, because you don't want to do this for a long period of time at all. And then slowly bend and lower the leg. Pull that knee into your chest and stretch out that glute. Nice. That's good, wasn't it? Doesn't that feel interesting? And then switch sides. If you happen to not feel anything, count yourself as really lucky. Because this, for a lot of people, is very, very painful. Oh, where'd my racquetball go? Okay, put it onto a glute, anywhere in there. Bend your other knee. Straighten that leg that has a racquetball on that butt cheek and just start to roll around. Okay, so now this butt cheek isn't that bad. This is my left one, that's interesting. Just moving around, feeling if there's any really tender spots. Hold it on that tender spot for 3-5 seconds, then move off of it. Don't hold it in a long time, just a couple seconds. Oh, mine on this side's more on my side hip. Moving that around. Oh, lower, okay. Yeah, right around my sit bone. Moving it around, you're using this other leg to kind of keep you balanced here on that racquetball. Alrighty then, come off. You're not on a trigger point. I'm gonna rearrange it. Straighten your other leg. And now lift up that leg that's on that racquetball. Oh. And then move around here. Okay, this changed it. Woo! Ouch. Oh yeah, well, that's good. It's a love-hate thing, right? It's a good pain. It's good pain. Whew. I'm gonna go forward and back. Oh yeah. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, I found it. Notice my leg isn't very high. You can bend it. Oh, that's still good too. Keep it bent, just rolling back and forth. Okay, let's not go too long. Carefully, come on off that racquetball. Ah! So, come up to sitting, grab your band. This little racquetball doohickey thing, you could do it on your back, your shoulders. I do it on my shoulders all the time in my mid-back, trying to stretch out and trying to, give myself a little trigger point therapy. It's really good. But like I said, don't dig into any one trigger point for too long because you could irritate it. Take a foot, put it in your band. 1 foot, lie down, stretch out the hamstring and the glute, pull that foot overhead. Ow. Try to straighten that knee as much as you can, and now bend. And straighten. And bend. And straighten. And bend. And stretch. And bend. Hold it here, straighten. Open up to the side. Same hand as foot. Opens that inner thigh. Holding it here. Stretching. Come up to the middle. And then go across your body. Now what I would like you to try to do is keep your hip down. Don't take your hip with you. Don't bring this into the spine. Let this be about the leg. So I'm across my midline, but I'm not very far. So keep your hip down, stretching into the glute, into the side of the knee, into something called the IT band that runs all the way up the side of your thigh, past your knee, up to the side of the thigh, into the hip. Stretching here. Now, staying across your midline, lower it a little bit, push away. Now pull up to your shoulder, lower it, and that's gonna change where you're gonna feel that stretch. Lift, and lower. And lift. One more. And then lift, bring it up to the straight, pull it into your face a little bit more, and now bend and switch feet. Good work. Nice opening and stretching through the glutes and the hip. Oops, there we go. That's not right. Make sure you're comfortable in your band. And then pull in, bend, straighten, and bend, and then straighten, and bend, and then straighten, same hand as foot, tighten that band, open to the side, stretching that inner thigh, keeping both hips down. So again, not bringing this into the back, which we do sometimes, but not for this. This is just about your legs. I want this just to be about the hip and the legs. So keeping that opposite hip down, stretching from the inner thigh and the glutes, and then pull the leg up to the middle, and then bring it across your body. Opposite hand is foot, and then across. And another thing you can do in this position is rotate the thigh. So if you want to, you can twist the thigh, make the knee face more into your face, rather than look where your knee is facing, look where your foot is facing. Is it facing up to the ceiling? So try to turn it to face your face more, and that's gonna change where you feel the stretch as well. Holding it here as much as you can, keep your opposite hip down, so you're just letting that thigh get the stretch. And I feel all the way down, side of my calf even, it almost goes down to my ankle. Now lower it away, and now pull it into your opposite shoulder, ow. Lower it down, and pull it in. Lower, yow. Pull in. I feel making noise helps. So if you're groaning and moaning along with me and ouching, that's fine. I think it makes it feel good. Oh, you got to release it a little bit, right? Make sure you're breathing. If this is really intense for you, make sure you're breathing. Turn that knee facing into you. Ow, one last little stretch. Pull it in straight above you. And now one last little tug in the hamstring, trying to keep this knee as straight as you can, and then let it go. Take both feet now, put it in the band. Whew. Straighten both knees. Push into that band, point the feet, flex the feet, point the feet, flex the feet. And point, and flex, and point, and flex. Point here, flex here, hold it. Lift the tailbone up, lower back down. Lift the tailbone up, trying to keep those knees straight, lower it down. Lift the tailbone up, low abdominals, lower. Try to bring nothing into your shoulders and your chest, lower down. Lift it up, lower down. Lift it up. Can you keep the flex in your ankles? Lower. One more. Abs in and lower down. Good. Hold it right here. Now anchor that tailbone. Bend your knees into your chest. Anchoring your tailbone though. Don't let your back round like that. Keep your tailbone down. Keep your low back long. Keep your spine long. Just pull those knees in. Straighten over to the ceiling. Pull them in. Straighten to the ceiling. Try to feel no movement in your spine as you do this. Straighten to the ceiling. And a bend. Straighten to the ceiling, hold it here. Lift your head and chest up. Hold it here, pulling yourself up with your bands just a little bit. Lower down, woohoo. Inhale, exhale, head and chest up, curl. Lift those shoulder blades up off that mat. Come on, you can do it. Lift up a little bit higher. Pull your feet in a little bit tighter to your body. Lower down, a little bit tighter to your head. Inhale, exhale, lift up, use the band, use the band. Now tighten through the core. Push the ribs into the floor. Lift the feet up a little bit higher to the head. Hold it here. You got it. And then lower it down. Last time I'm going to have you let go. Lifting up. Hold it here. Chest is up. Let go of the band. Keep the chest up though. Don't lower down. Now pull the feet a little bit tighter to your head. Pull in tighter. You can do it. Keep your tailbone down. Don't lift the back up. Hold it. Stretching through those quads. Hamstrings, hamstrings. Grab onto the band. Pull in tighter. And then lower down. Woo, nice work. Very carefully, take one foot out, then the other foot out. Rock yourself up to sitting. And then come on up. Good work. I think we're good. So go ahead and have a seat forward. You should be nice and stretched and feel nice and comfortable and movable and, relaxed. Grab your hands behind your back. Open up your chest and your shoulders. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale. Let it go. Inhale. Move in the ribs. Exhale. Use them like an accordion. One more inhale. Exhale. Let your hands go. Whew. Good work. Yay. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.